Indentured servitude was a practice invented to fill a colonial need for cheap labor. In the New World, there was lots of land and few workers. The name indentured servant comes from the indent or contract made at the time of an agreement. This is indentured servitude in plain English, created by Laura Richards, Matt Stackhouse, Julia Jack, Nikki Wins, and Shaylin Collins. Indentured servants were people who could not afford the voyage across the New World on their own, but came anyways. These two indentured servants are named Julia and Jack. Over half of the immigrants coming to America were indentured servants. The Virginia Company, in charge of establishing settlements, paid for their voyage. The servants would spend 4 to 7 years to work off this debt and any other debt they acquired. On the ship, the indentured servants were cramped, holed up below the deck for many hours a day. There was a constant shortage of food and many illnesses waiting to be caught. In these conditions, not everyone was guaranteed to survive. The 4 to 7 years of work would pay for the indentured servants' voyage, room, board, lodging, passage, and freedom dues. Once all their debt was paid off, the complimentary freedom package would include at least 25 acres of land, a year's supply of corn, guns, a cow, and new clothes. Julia and Jack will not be receiving their freedom packages anytime soon. The contracts of indentured servants could be extended for a number of things, like becoming pregnant, as Julia is now. It was not uncommon for female indentured servants to be sexually assaulted, and that could extend the contract in 2 ways. First, to keep the servant until they became pregnant, and then to make up for the loss of work during pregnancy. As for Jack, Africans were treated as indentured servants at first before any laws on slavery were in place. But soon enough, the problems of indentured servitude led to racial slavery, and that is what lies ahead for Jack. There were many problems with indentured servitude. First, as the popularity grew, so did the price. Then owners began feeling threatened by the newly released servants' need for land. The solution to these problems was slavery. And that's indentured servitude in plain English.